Now, when I spoke to you yesterday, it seemed like you were going to have an easy day, and all of a sudden you were there till 5 in the morning. What happened?
Well, they saved the effect that we've been waiting all day to do till the very end.
Right.
And they have to go over because that was the second to the last day of George's shoot. So they had a lot of catching up to do, a lot of incidental scenes to shoot. And I had a big cleanup. There was massive pizza around, and I have to eat pizza, you know.
Right.
Just some cleanup and stuff. Basically, that's it.
Till 5 in the morning?
Well, by the time I got back, I went and had some breakfast too.
And the scenes with the how did the scenes go with the ghosts? Because we shot a lot of footage of those people walking around and the.
No, that's going to be interesting if it works. It's going to be a superimposition.
Right.
You know, they shot them without the ghost, and they shot with the ghost, with lightning flashing. So in the superimposition, the only time you'll see the ghost in the scene is when lightning flashes, like a quick wash of light across figures, you know.
And this is being done in the camera optically, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you should load the radio so I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so if it works, it's going to be it's a great idea, a clever idea on George's part.
Mm-hmm. And there were like 60 of them running around, huh?
Were there 60?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what John was telling me.
It looked like, I mean, you know, they were marching to the set singing "When the Ghosts Come Marching In." This is like, you know, after they had been there for 13 hours, they were still in a great mood. The ones that stayed were the really hardcore fans. You know, they were like asking for autographs from everybody later. You know,
right.
Really cool.
Right. I noticed a lot of the kids were coming up to you and asking to be zombies already in Night.
Sure. And I just tell them, you know, if you're here, chances are you'll be a zombie. That doesn't mean like thousands of people should come from all over the country.
That's right.
Sometimes they do, man. I mean, they did on Day.
Do you think George will ever do another Living Dead film?
I don't
make
know.
The one that he really wanted to make?
I don't know. I mean, who knows what'll happen. If he can get the financing, I'm sure he'd love to. He still feels there's another Dead movie in him because of all the stuff he wanted to put and all the plot devices and facts he wanted to create in Day of the Dead that never got to be done. You know?
And there's the gargoyle that he's got on the outside of his house. What else would Tom Savini have outside his house, right?
Today's the last day of shooting. It's hectic. I gotta be out there. Dennis is here trying to quickly shoot some video of my room. Half the stuff is in here. It's in boxes because the last convention still haven't unpacked from it. I mean, like most of the stuff isn't here. All the posters that you saw at the workshop, they were on this wall here and all over the place, but we decided to decorate the workshop, so it's pretty barren. So I'm going to try to hang some swords up here. You can see I have this vast sword collection here. This is from Kobe's Hamlet. These were made by B.H. Barry, Alan Meek, in return for making comedian masks for Scaramouche, the Broadway play that B.H. Barry's going to be doing. This is the metronome from this current Edgar Allan Poe fiasco that we're doing with Dario Argento and George Romero. That's what's left of Lizzie.
Well, she really deteriorated, huh?
Well, no, I just tore her face off because her mouth was deteriorating. I'm hoping to make another head and just plant it on there. But I'm going to try to do the same thing when I have time to Fluffy, who's up in the attic, rotted away. You know, everything still works. The eyes are held up by the foam latex. I'll just try to transplant a face. Billikens!
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's one you'll never see. This is
Oliver Reed?
Oliver Reed, Curse of the Werewolf. Kevin Yeager's brother sculpted this. Oh, and there's the phone. Cut! Okay, when I retire, first I'm going to watch every single movie I've got. I got 2,000 videos over here. These are double rows over there, big screen TV, as you can see. Here's Fluffy's Claw from Creepshow. This is the bronze cast that we use to smash through things. It weighs about 50 pounds. Anyway, when I retire, I'm going to just sit here and one after another watch movies till I bleed or die. Also, I'm going to try to paint into these individually.
What's this over here with the Invasion from the Saucer Man? Where'd you get that?
Saucer Man, that's from Distortions Unlimited. I think it was a limited edition. I think there was like 150 of them. I'm not quite sure. Robbie the Robot. This is the alien from Aliens. The face
is it the actual face hugger, or is that
no,
somebody's?
It's a reject. Okay. I attached the tail and I made the legs. This came without legs. Sculpted one leg and then I just made individual, you know, casts and painted it.
And all along up here, these are all zombie faces from the movie, from Day?
Background zombie masks from Day of the Dead. You know, the story behind those is we had about 200 of them. for the zombies that were mostly in the background. The middle zombies were made by the costume department, assembly line, oatmeal, black makeup, and then we did about 30 mutilated guys for the very front. However, every time George yelled action, these guys with masks on came right to the front of the camera and ruined many takes.
Oh, God.
What else? Oh, here, these are from Starman. These are, this is Jeff Bridges, when the baby turns into Jeff Bridges. This is when he's still kind of the baby-like heading toward Jeff Bridges. That's Jeff Bridges. The eyes are closed because as the child, the eyes were too close together. So what Dick Smith did, who invented and created these, was put a blink in, and in the middle of the blink, he would widen the eyes out, and that's one of the blink heads there. This is my Phantom mask. It's only one of those ever done. I still have the molds though. The Maltese Falcon, duplicate of Maltese Falcon. Now these masks up here, this is a one-of-a-kind mask. This is the Mega from Questar magazine. Only one of those were ever made, and of course these are. This Greg Funk did, the guy with the white hair and the eyebrows and the big teeth. Greg Funk was working for me, who you met today. John Vulich, this is one of the first masks he made. It was actually used in Friday the 13th Part 4. He gave it to me. I think
What's that head from?
This one right
the
here?
severed head, the one below it. The one.
This is just a haunted house I did a long time ago. Now even he's kind of rotting away.
And that's Ella right in front of you, right?
She has the replaceable heads.
Did we see much of your Ella work in the final film?
You didn't see. Oh, she was all over the place, but it was so well edited. You know, these are the different heads for her. You know, kind of subdued, slightly pissed off, very pissed off. We could exchange these, but this was never used. Bruce Spalding Fuller again, Ron Magid, Ron McGid. I owe him something for this. If he's there, Ron, someday I'll get it to you. Six Finger episode guy.
Absolutely.
Ed French's Elephant Man is back there. I don't know if you can see it. This is a neat ray gun I got at the weapons convention in Atlanta. That's probably whiting out your tube in there.
That's great.
You see that?
Whoops.
Zoom in on that mug over there with my face on it.
Where's this? Walk over to it.
Okay, right here. Somebody sent me this mug.
That's
Train
great.
whistle. There's watch your ears. I love these.
And what kind of books do we have here? These all horror-oriented books?
Mostly the horror books are up here. A whole slew of those. Mainly it's books on makeup, stuntmen, photography, Harvard classics. You know, all the special effects things. I mean, and without looking at these titles, you know, it's obviously the Industrial Light and Magic thing. I mean, all these things are so valuable. Look at this great thing. Phantom of the Opera book.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Beautiful.
And of course, you've seen the Dracula one, I'm sure. You know? Yeah.
Those are the Hildebrandt brothers, right?
That's right. Now, is this a Hildebrandt? Is Frankenstein? No, this is Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, that's classic. That's incredible. There's a Hildebrandt Poe, too. Do you have that one?
I don't think so.
No?
I gotta get it, of course.
I want to know, what's with the long hair, Tom?
Well, I'm playing a part in Edgar Allan Poe, the Dario Argento thing. And with my mustache and he wanted my hair real long, you know, I play this killer from the Berenice story of Poe, and I think I look more demonic with it.
Yeah.
Also, it started when I did this film Heartstopper, which is probably going to be...
This is John Russo's film.
Yeah.
It was originally called The Awakening, but they were afraid it would be connected with the Charlton Heston thing, right?
So my hair got kind of long in that. I played a detective in that, and I just decided... You know what it was? They did a colonial thing, and one day the makeup girl attached a ponytail to the back of my short hair, and I really liked it. Now my hair is longer than the ponytail she stuck on, you know. I don't know, I just like the feel of it. I've never had, except for the 60s.
I've never seen you with your hair so long.
Yeah. This is a bust of my dad I'm working on. Dad died about 1984. So I'm trying to make this bust. I'll do a silicone mold and duplicate it in plaster for my brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's nice.
Creature from the Black Lagoon head.
And where did you make that yourself?
No,
or?
this is from the actual pool, the mold that I think Stan Winston has, okay? I gotta get around to painting this eventually. Right now it's storing this wig that I wore Halloween in that trading card 62, I think it is. This Island Earth.
Where did that come from?
The guy gave this to me at a convention in New York. I used it to, everything I bought at the convention, I stuck inside it so it fit in my car a little better. This is a movie that a creature from a movie a guy wanted me to do. I did a maquette for him. See, it's got a withered arm over there. Did this a long time ago. This is a sculpture a guy in North Carolina gave me.
Wow.
And I used it in my the opening of my episode of Tales from the Dark Side, the family reunion about the little kid that turns into a werewolf.
Right.
This is the thing that spins around in the foreground there. This is also...
Are you going to be doing any more of those?
Well, I got a call yesterday, 2 days ago, from Michael Gornick about maybe doing a monster episode down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But the schedule, just been so crazy. If Night of the Living Dead happens, or when Night of the Living Dead happens, I'll be too busy to do any of that shit.
I was talking to the guys at the shop, and they were saying that one of the major things you're worried about with Night of the Living Dead is, here's first of all an idea that's already been done to death with the zombies, and then a film that a lot of people would argue shouldn't even be remade.
And I keep reading. Tom Savini's going to be doing the ill-advised remake of Night of the Living Dead. It's preposterous. It can be. It's a story. It's a movie.
The screenplay is done, or it's in a first draft.
The screenplay is definitely done. It's it's unique. You'll hear it's the same original story with lots of twists and turns, and characters do different things and have different roles.
Right.
Well, when I say
but it's still
roles,
the same idea of these people are in a farmhouse.
Exactly, same idea. But when you expect things to happen because you're familiar with the first movie, there'll be these twists and turns that happen to make it more interesting. Plus, the original story of Night of the Living Dead in the remake is over probably 50, 60 minutes into it, and then it continues.
Right.
So it's a remake and a sequel. I have to remind people and reestablish what death means in the very beginning of the film somehow. I'm still working on that. I got some great ideas. But once it can do that, then I think they become scary because, one, we're first planting thoughts in your mind,
Right.
which Friedkin did so well in The Exorcist, and then he used them on you later subliminally.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to do that with death. Death. Everything's dead. I hope the look is going to be dead if we shoot in January, November.
Mm-hmm.
The house should look dead. Everything's dead. So if I can punch that dead thing in there and make a familiarity with death again. Because we try to avoid death all day. We never think of it,
Right.
It's not going to happen to me. They're going to discover eternity before I have to die,
Right.
All that, we don't think about it really. So if I can plant that in you beforehand, like in the opening frames, then maybe I can make it a little more scary. When there's little families that get created when you're making a film.
Right.
I'm associated with George Romero. John Carpenter has his guys, Dario Argento, which I'm now becoming.
Yeah, this is what I want to do. What's it like working with Dario?
I haven't worked with him yet. I only work with him in discussing the effects and all that. And he's brilliant. He's wild. He's eccentric. He's slightly mad. But his films.
And he gave you a copy of Opera, so you've seen Opera.
No, he didn't give me a copy. He brought it back from Italy and with a cassette.
What did you think?
Oh, I loved it. You talk about a mood. You know about those angles that begin on the eyeball and just go around
Right.
the world,
Yeah.
events, through dressing rooms,
Where are we going here?
Now, why would you willingly show somebody your toilet? This is silly. But there is this reflects, the tone in the bathroom. Big deal. Tom Savini's bathroom.
So this is basically it?
Yep. Except for the attic, which you can't even get to.
Okay.
I have to crawl over stuff
And you say
myself,
Fluffy's in the attic and she's falling
Fluffy,
apart?
Jason, a slew, so many more masks than you've seen in my bedroom. I want to put some more shelves along the ceiling and get like masks all around my room. But there's masks in bags, there's masks in boxes, I have so many masks. Yeah, she looks pretty good from the front here.
What was it like working with the monkey?
It was a lot of fun. They were so affectionate. I mean, I have cats. I have lots of cats here, and I love animals. But they smelled bad. But they were funny. They'd lay on your shoulder with their head, and you could feed them a lollipop. They were just great.
Whose life mask is that up there?
Boris Karloff.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got a hold of Basil.
Did you get a cast of that through Forey, or?
How did I get that? Steve Petito, I think.
Oh, Steve had
I think
it.
Steve sent me that. Yeah. Here's this is one of the conventions. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you can see fine, sure.
This dragon is eating my head here. Dolph Lundgren and Leah in Africa from Red Scorpion.
Where's that pointed at?
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Lon Chaney. My son Lon. Some more swords up here. These are nice ones. These are the first ones I ever got. They're from England. Stainless steel stage fighting weapons.
Why the fascination with swords?
Oh, ever since I was a kid. I've been a fencer all my life. My brothers used to fence in the backyard. I love all the swashbucklers, Crimson Pirate, anything Burt Lancaster, Errol Flynn, I just am into swords. And I'm a certified stage fight director,
Oh.
And so I use these weapons sometimes, and these are great fighting weapons. They're balanced correctly. They have this nice ring to them. I've always had swords, and I have too many now. I mean, my collection is, out the windows.
So we can look forward to seeing you as the killer in this in the Dario Argento section of the
Yeah,
film?
and the script just says that the scene opens and they're taking me away in handcuffs, but who knows what Dario...
Aren't you supposed to, like, take teeth out of a corpse
Yeah,
or
I've already
something?
done that when you discover me. The corpse is lying there with her teeth all missing. And
Why?
dental instruments. Berenice, the Edgar Allan Poe story of Berenice, about the monomaniac who is in love with his cousin. He fixes on her teeth.
Right.
See, I mean, he might fix on a shadow and stare at her for like 3 days.
Right.
So he fixes on her teeth, he's in love with her, he digs up her body, pulls her teeth out, and that's
Wow.
it. The script, and we've been told, is merely an outline, so he probably will have, I hope he has me do more than just being led away.
Right.
In handcuffs, Anyway, goodbye, I'm sorry I can't be there. If I'm there, we'll watch it together. How's
It'll be
that?
fun.
So, see you later.